Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. My name is Mr. Maxwell, and welcome back to another side quest about video games, where this is where we talk about video games and things that have happened
in the video game industry.
Where we try to talk about things that happened.
Yes.
In the video games industry.
It would help if the video game industry would give us good stuff to talk about instead of the stuff we end up talking about. Because
but actually, before we go on, first I want to. Because our last video, we actually got a comment.
Yes.
We actually got a comment.
Yes.
From Zip Tie Warrior, and I think he was expecting some sort of intellectual debate, and I think he realised that I'm just a caveman.
Yes. Why did he not respond to your response?
No, he did, but then I read it and I was just like, no, I think he thinks I'm better than I actually am at this.
Yeah, like this is the limit of our.
Like I cannot debate for anything.
No, like the limit of the debating is what we do.
Yeah.
When we have opposite opinions, that's pretty much it.
That's about
like
far.
We apologise for not reaching your expectations.
I do apologise, Zip Tie Warrior. But also, still, first off, thank you for commenting. You are the first comment that hasn't been like a bot or some random spam thing.
Oh, that's gone like, go to this site.
Yeah,
I'm getting a load of those, and I'm they're going up literally the very second the videos go public.
Yeah,
it's just
the weird thing is with those ones, right? Have you not noticed like it says views 0 but comments 2?
Yeah,
you get like 2 or 3 comments but no views, and you're like,
how is that
possible?
How the fuck does that work?
But anyway, thank you very much, Zip Tie Warrior. I do apologise for being terrible at debating.
Yeah, because he had it was basically about the loot boxes and the whole thing about loot boxes as a progression system. It's not necessarily a bad thing, and yes, that is true. On its own, a loot box system is not necessarily bad. It's the big problem is the fact that a lot of the game, especially the AAA game industry, adds money to it. And when you know, and the old adage goes, the house always wins.
Yes. But anyway.
But no, it's nice to have a comment and an actual genuine.
To be fair to him, if the guys who want, like, if EA, if you need people to defend loot boxes, Zip Tie Warrior.
No. Don't let him defend loot boxes. Actually, give those people the running of the loot boxes, because they'll probably, because the way it was an ethical and actual, you know.
Yeah. He straight up like gives a decent argument for it.
Yeah.
Sort of thing, and because I'm an idiot, I can't really argue his points. Our primary response was like, we understand and to a point agree with his point, but the moment you add actual physical money, and I don't care if it's you pay money for a currency and then use that currency to, like, you still are paying money for that. Well, actually, his argument was like, legally gambling, the legal term of gambling is like there's a chance for both teams to lose.
Yes.
So, and loot boxes do not present that chance, because technically at the moment, because the laws have not been changed or anything like that, at the moment, what you're doing with a loot box is you are buying a product.
Yes.
Just
legally, yes. The thing is, as we've been saying in multiple videos as before,
yes,
governments are notoriously slow to react. Yes. But once they do, it is inevitable. Like I said, when EA jumped for joy when they were dancing in the street saying, the British have said it's not gambling. What they failed to realise is that the Gambling Commission said, under current law, this is not classed as gambling yet. Keyword there.
Yeah. Anyway,
anyone who has been around, who has followed any sort of British politics, will know when they say currently, basically translates to it's not yet this, but will be at some point.
We will get there at some point somehow.
We're just very old men who don't know how the world works.
and just like to sit on our little mansions, and we'll get around to it when Jeeves comes round with our martinis.
But anyway, yeah. Again, thank you very much, Ziptide.
Yeah,
for
it's nice to have. It's nice to have a comment and also a nicely worded and really thought out and well put counter argument.
Yeah, it is. It's quite nice.
Yes,
it was good. He was very good. Like I said, if EA need people to run their loot boxes,
to be honest, run them. No one should be defending EA.
This guy. He seems to know what he's talking about when it comes to this sort of stuff. But anyway, shall we move on to the actual news of the week? First off, we're going to talk about this because we've been playing it.
Yes,
we've been playing Outriders.
We've enjoying it.
It's I think it's a good game. Yes. It has its flaws.
It's not. It's not going to be.
It's had a terrible launch. Good God.
Well, for anyone that hasn't played Destiny, yes, it's had a terrible launch. For everyone who has played Destiny, it's had a Destiny launch.
Yeah, it's had pretty much.
I've had half an hour playing this game. Server's just all of a sudden gone.
I have been kicked out of the server.
Yeah, this is part of the cause. This is part of the cause for Destiny.
So obviously there's been patches and all the stuff that's come out. And unfortunately, one of the patches, which is a bit weird, in all honesty, they've decided to patch the loot.
Because
you don't get as much loot as you've been... They've decided to pull an Anthem.
Yeah, and I've never seen any community go, we're getting too much loot here, no!
It's a problem.
It's a problem.
It's a problem, we're getting too much loot. Oh, no.
That is the same...
Help me.
That is the same bullshit argument as Avengers.
With their... Anthem.
No, but Avengers with their... Well, people are complaining that
they're leveling up too fast.
They're leveling too fast. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you
high?
Are you high? Are you taking the piss? Like, speaking as a person whose most enjoyable Final Fantasy games are 6, 7, and 9, which involve hours of just running around a field fighting random battles to grind. No, you cannot level up too fast.
You can never level up too fast. That's just bonkers. It's just bonkers.
That's just insane. It's just
stupid. And this with the whole people are getting too much loot. Like, no offense, okay, yeah, I'm getting a fair bit of loot, but all of it's garbage.
Yeah, it's all commons. It's 90% of it. 90%. I'm starting to get a little bit more greens than greys. But
yeah, once you get to
lower level, the vast majority of it is lower than what I've already got equipped, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine. It's like, and it's also like, I can't even agree. Say the argument of it stops people upgrading. It's like, yeah, but the materials that you get from the lower stuff, you can't necessarily use to upgrade your current stuff because it needs extra stuff that doesn't come from the
weapons
from any of them.
Yeah, from weapons.
There's special it's not just the grey armor will just give you leather and that.
Yeah.
But you need other things other than leather to upgrade your blues.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I'm actually leveling up because I leveled up because obviously in the demo I got one of the legendary weapons. The lightning box.
Yeah, but you played the demo.
I got his gun, right?
Yeah.
So I thought, right, I'll keep that to the side, and then once the full game comes out, I'll just level it up.
Yeah.
So when the upgrade thing comes, it doesn't work like that.
No.
So I thought I could just keep leveling this gun up, and it'll be fine. No, the damage stayed exactly the same. It's still at 100 and something, and I'm just like, well, this gun's crap now.
There is a way to upgrade it. Upgrade the damage.
It's your armor that you wear.
Yeah.
Upgrades it. But when I've already got a rifle that's
I know.
over 1,000 damage.
Yeah, I know.
And my legendary weapon, this legendary weapon only does 150, something like that. Which one are you gonna use?
Yeah, I know. I totally understand that.
So
there's
leveling up the weapons isn't.
There's no
fun
Destiny.
For me.
There's no Destiny system to
actually
upgrade the rating of the weapons or armor and that, which is a shame.
Yeah. So the argument of you getting materials and that, but getting materials to upgrade the weapons. Yeah, but you're
upgrade system doesn't work that way. Like, you need so many different things to upgrade different things of one item.
No, it makes Destiny 1's upgrade system
to upgrade
simple.
The abilities of things. You need shards. To modify mods, you need leather or iron, and it's just sort of like, oh my god,
why? Just why?
I'm just going to get to the end game and then I'm going to worry about this shit. But like this just feels like another dumb move from blind, tone deaf people.
Yeah, there's a pattern.
Funny enough, Square Enix.
Yeah.
Again. I mean, granted, it's not as bad as Avengers, but still.
It's like, of all the things, it shows where their priority is. Like, one of the first things they so-called fix is like they feel too much loot is being dropped, and instead of fixing like other issues, and it's literally, it's just like, it goes back to Anthem when they had the bug of giving too much loot away. And people were starting to enjoy the game, and they went, no, I can't have that. People having fun? How dare you? What do you think this is? A game? You do, people, the AAA game industry do know that they're supposed to make things enjoyable. Right? I mean, I know you're mostly concerned about the friggin' of trying to squeeze every last dollar and dime out of customers. But it's a lot easier to do that when people are enjoying themselves. Like, for example, I've not spent a single fucking penny in Fortnite because I don't enjoy that game. Genshin Impact, on the other hand, I've probably spent a little bit too much money because I enjoy that game.
Yeah, I've spent a little bit too much money in Genshin.
But we enjoy playing the game.
I enjoy Genshin.
Like, I enjoy the loop. The gameplay loop. I enjoy doing that. I
need to speaking of Genshin, I need to learn to step back from like MMOs and that sort of games, because like I've got too many now. Like I'm still behind on Final Fantasy 14.
Yes.
So I'm trying to like just plow my way through that, but I've got Genshin, I've got Destiny, I've got so many games that you constantly need to keep playing.
Everything that you need to have to do your dailies.
Yeah, and I'm just sort of like, I've got maybe a little bit too much. And then like new ones start popping up. There's a game called Blue Protocol, which is going to be a free MMO. Yeah. That looks really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Whether or not it comes out in the West. But if it does come out in the West, I know I'm going to go on it. I know I'm going to play it. Because I'm terrible at it. I need to step back and stop doing that stuff.
Move back a little bit.
I need to start playing Sackboy. That's what I need to do.
Get back to your 3D platformers.
Get back to this 3D platformers where I can just sort of wander around and punch things.
And jump on things' heads.
But yeah,
it's just why are they trying to fix things that aren't broken?
I don't know. Well, I mean, technically it is broken because it's not exactly doing the thing that they intend it to do. But like, this is if no one's complaining about it.
Yeah, if no one's complaining about it, you can let that go. Just like that can be put on the back burner while you fix things that people are actually complaining about.
Yeah, like, you know, your server issues that you constantly have when people are playing together. Like, I can have a fine game on Outriders when I'm on my own.
Yeah.
But the moment I'm with one of my friends or you,
yeah,
it's just all over the place. Like, I'm bouncing like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's definitely not. It's not our internet.
Even though our internet
is shit. It's definitely not our internet.
Yeah, the thing is always like, we've done this and then gone on to something like Destiny or other games,
and it's worked and
it's been fine. So it's clearly the servers are have issues. Square Enix, can you just, like, you know, I don't know, spend some of that fucking moolah that you make from the likes of 14 and that, and actually take the money that you make from your gacha game with all your Final Fantasy characters, take some of that money and spend it on your servers. Yeah? Yeah? Do that? That sounds like a good idea.
Give People Can Fly some more servers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can so they can fix the server issues.
I mean, just giving them servers is probably not the only thing that's going to solve it.
You know what I mean. But they clearly need more servers.
Yeah.
But anyway, that is Outriders. The main...
Here's the thing, right? Remember when Fall Guys launched, and they had server issues galore.
Oh yeah.
At least within like a week, they solved the vast majority of them because they literally just went, holy shit, this is a little bit more popular than we thought it was going to be. Fuck, get loads of fucking...
Just get all the servers.
Just get more. Oh, that's not working. Get even more. You know, you could tell they were frantically trying to like get on top of it. Like they were just like throwing everything that any possible solution they could have, they were throwing it at it.
Oh yeah.
And it was you could tell it was a priority. And it's just like, especially when Outriders, they decided, yeah, even if you're playing solo, you have to be online. As soon as you do that, you have to make your servers work.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your servers work.
And if your servers aren't working, that has to be the number one priority. Not fixing too much loot.
Or any other... Well, actually, no. Yeah, fix some things, but focus on the servers.
Yeah.
Focus on your servers. That should be like day one priority.
Yeah.
Is make sure the servers work.
Day one priority is making sure the servers work. If they're not working, find out why they're not working and fix it as the number one priority.
Fuck everything else.
Not go, oh, well, people are getting too much loot.
Anyway, shall we move on? We shall move on.
Why are you so I don't know what infuriates me. The fact that these are so dumb decisions, or the fact that the AAA game industry can afford to make these dumb decisions and not have any repercussions.
I'd find it both.
Both equally annoying.
Because it's like, why are you so stupid? And yet, why have you not...
Why are you being able to get away with this stupidity?
Why has no negative connotations happened to your stupid decision? I don't understand.
You know, like, why is Activision allowed to sack over, so many people, and then within 6 months hire so many more people? You couldn't have just like gone, hey guys, there's some positions opening up over here. Do you want them? Instead of sacking them. Oh wait, no, because then you have to keep the contracts they're on, and you want to give them shitter contracts. That's probably the reason.
Yeah, probably.
That's probably the reason.
Right. So shall we move on?
Yes.
Speaking of companies, Epic, in their fantastic move of making the Epic Game Store,
basically just throwing money at people.
Yep, and having store exclusives, are looking to lose over. I was wrong about the estimation before. We were actually talking about this before, and I got the number wrong. It's actually $300 million. $300 million. That's still a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. That is almost a third of $1 billion.
Yeah. And Epic are fine with it.
Yeah,
with this,
they can afford
which
it.
Makes sense because Fortnite makes them so much money.
This is the thing. It's like it's the whole stupidity of the AAA game industry at the moment, where they go like each game has to make all the money. And it's like, no, you as a company, as a whole, just has to make the money, which means that if you take your major spun games that make you all the major money, take some of that money and make some smaller games, like the like what used to happen in the PS2 era.
Yeah.
Because everyone goes on about how good the PS2 era was, like the library of the PS2 games there is so many good games. Speaking of which, Second Sight, I've just seen it. It's back on Steam.
Yep, I'm
gonna
be downloading it. And after
this is not a paid promote. # not sponsored. Get Second Sight.
Once I've done this audio and sorted out the video and that, it's downloading Second Sight. That's one of my favorite games of all time. I love that game.
And this is the thing. It's like Second Sight. Second Sight was basically made because of the money that Free Radical Design made from Time Splitters 2. Yeah.
And then EA bought them.
And we all know what happened then. And then they made Haze. That was terrible. And then it went away. And everyone was sad.
Everyone was sad.
Because Time Splitters is glorious, and I really, really, really... I can't believe there's been 2 generations without a Time Splitters game.
I know.
Sucks. It does suck. Because I love that game. I loved every aspect of that game. The multiplayer, the music, the graphics, the map maker was brilliant.
Yeah.
For its time. For its time, it was a damn good map maker. Like multi-floored, staged rooms and everything. It was great.
I'm trying to think what else was there. I'm trying to actually think what games are actually on the Epic's Game Store.
Well, you've got Metro, you've got Fortnite, you've got... There's a lot of, like, pretty much all the major big...
Oh, Hades was an exclusive at
yeah,
point, wasn't
Hades
it?
was a... Hades... The vast majority of Hades, like, beta...
Yeah, it was Epic.
Early access was through the Epic Store.
Hmm.
Its full release, when it got to 1.0, I think it was, like, shortly after 1.0 it launched, they got released on Steam.
No, it was before that.
What was it?
Because I got
you got Hades on Steam, yeah, because you don't have the Epic Store.
I don't have the Epic Game Store because I can't be bothered downloading another one. I mean, I've only got one. I've only got Steam, but I'd like just no.
Yeah,
I'm not a PC gamer, so I cannot.
Yeah, I
just want one.
As a person that has GOG and EA's, and here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I bought XCOM 2 and Civilization 6 on Steam. I now have the fucking 2K launcher. And I'm like, I don't want this. Why is this here?
You see, this is why
it's also fucking up a lot of my mods on XCOM. Yeah. Which is really annoying. It's like, now to fix the shit that you've pulled, I'm now gonna have to get an alternative launcher. Congratulations, you fucking assholes.
This is why I play consoles. I don't have to deal with the launcher problem.
No, unfortunately, you get to mostly play vanilla instead of all the cool
yes,
stuff.
That is very
like,
true.
For example, Darth Vader in XCOM 2.
Yes, unfortunately, that is the thing. But if it means I don't have to deal with all the different goddamn launchers that I have to go through just to play one game, I will willingly sacrifice that.
Yeah, it is a bit of a... It's like, why? Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Why have you forced me to have this launcher? It worked perfectly fine before.
It's like...
I'm not going to buy more 2K games because you've forced me to launch your games on the launcher. It's not how it's going to work. In fact, you're now having the opposite effect because I'm literally going, do you know what? I'm just going to look at my 2 games that I already own and nothing else.
I'm not going to touch anything else.
Nothing
It's not happening.
Go fuck yourself.
So, yeah, Epic are losing 300 million. And to be fair... the amount of money Fortnite really makes for Epic,
they can afford
that's
to lose.
kind of a drop in the ocean.
The store losing that much money, Epic itself can afford. Because
the other thing is, like, I'm not really surprised that they're losing this much money. I mean, this is a company that released a roadmap for a web store.
Yes. No, they launched a web store without.
No, this is what I mean. They released
without a basket.
Yeah, without a basket, without a bloody search bar. How the hell do you do that? And then you put in you bring up a roadmap? Like, it can't be that hard to implement a search bar into your store.
I don't know. Ask Sony. They seem to be really, really struggling with their searches in their store. PlayStation 4, 3. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, I don't know what they've done. I honestly do not know what they've done. Like, trying to look for things in the PlayStation store is like... It's become the question of, do you like your teeth being pulled? If you do, please enjoy our store.
Yeah, it's terrible.
If you do not, don't. It's literally like, unless you want to pre-order a game, do not use that store.
Oh, Sony just don't want people to spend money with them. They don't.
Sony's gone weird, and we will talk about that.
Yeah, well, we'll go to that in a minute, but let's finish off with Epic.
Epic's
playing the long game. They want to get the user base. I think they know that the store is going to start off losing money.
So basically, Epic had spent players had spent $700 million on the Epic Store in 2020.
And Epic had spent $1 billion.
Epic had spent about $1 billion.
But you've got to remember, like, that's for
games that a lot of that money would have gone for the timed exclusives. So, yeah, they're going to lose money, but it's about getting the user base first. They don't really necessarily care about...
Yeah, they're making enough money to survive, basically, and so...
Basically, the store's making enough money that it can be propped up by their Epic's other money makers, like Fortnite. Is it Unreal? Their game engine?
Yeah,
the Unreal Engine.
I
mean, Epic has the Unreal Engine. I mean, that's all that... Let's be honest, people.
That's the most common engine that gets used.
It is the most popular engine. People are going to spend money on it.
Yeah.
It is so well used that Epic allow people to keep the first, what's it, million?
Yeah.
First $1 million, or I can't, if I'm getting the number wrong, but there's a set amount of money that
they have to make before they start paying
before
like
they
a
can
percentage.
pay Epic for the license. Yeah. Otherwise, they're allowed to use the Unreal Engine. And I'm like, yeah, that's not a... I mean, yes, you could see it as a charitable thing, but like it's because they can afford to fucking do it.
Yes.
I mean, you know, a lot of people... Some people will say, yeah, but what happens if everyone makes their own game engine? Well, look at EA and their Frostbite engine.
Yeah.
Let's all be honest.
Here's the thing.
It's not good.
The thing about that, like, what if everybody else just makes their own engine? Bandai tried to make an engine with... for Tekken, it failed miserably. Capcom has finally got a working engine with the RE engine.
Yeah.
Right, but that's still not the only engine that they use. They also use the Unreal Engine.
Yeah, I think
some of their
Street
games.
Fighter uses.
Street Fighter uses it. I think Monster Hunter uses it as well. I'm trying to think of it. EA's Frostbite engine is notoriously hard to work with if it's not a first-person shooter game.
Yeah. And even then, unless you're getting help from DICE, who made the Frostbite engine, it's not necessarily the best thing to work with.
Yeah.
It's not intuitive.
Bethesda's fucking engine is god-awful.
It is ancient as
because
the fucking... It is as ancient as HMS Victory without the maintenance that Victory has.
It's... You know, game engines are not easy to make.
No, they're not.
They are quite hard.
If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to have a game engine that doesn't work, has a lot of... just constantly has bugs in it.
Especially these companies that seem to want all their games to run on one engine.
Yeah.
Like, to get that to work, you really do need to have people who know what they're doing to make that engine.
And also you need the game engine to have been designed to be able to be adaptable to a large range of different games.
Hence why companies like Capcom and Bandai for games like Street Fighter, Tekken, I think a couple of the new Tales of Arise games apparently, I think, using the Unreal Engine. But they're using the Unreal Engine because it works out. It's cheaper.
Yeah,
it's cheaper to use that engine.
It's cheaper to license to buy the license for the engine than to build your own.
Yeah,
you know, because of the amount of resources it takes to make an actual decent, and also Epic. That's Epic's bread and butter.
Yeah, that's how Epic started. That's
Epic's bread and butter.
Engine
that's maker. Their bread and butter. The game engine, it's their bread and butter. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
When it comes to game engines.
The Unreal Tournament was their sort of first... I think that was their first game.
Yeah.
Unreal Tournament. Which was basically literally just to show off the engine.
Yeah.
That's all it was for.
And it got really popular.
It got really popular and they ended up having tournaments and all that sort of stuff. But, yeah. Epic are fine.
Yeah.
Epic aren't going to be losing sleep over this.
I think they probably... I don't know if it was this much they were expecting to lose, but they probably budgeted like that. The store in the early stages will make a loss.
Oh, yeah.
And they've planned for that.
They're projected to lose another 140 million this year. Is what they're projected to. That's how much.
Is that just the store alone and the company as a whole?
I think that's the company as a whole.
Which, in considering the fact that it's a pandemic and production of a lot of games has slowed to a crawl,
is understandable, which means because there's not going to be as many games being developed, which means that there's less people licensing the thing.
Yeah.
And the Epic Store is still not complete, so...
Yeah. But anyway, right, on to more things. Shall we talk about Sony?
Yeah, because Sony are becoming fucking arseholes. Just when you thought them saying, why would anyone play old games, was bad enough, which then prompted me to try and fucking search through their friggin' terrible store. Dear God, that was horrible.
Right. Here
I literally downloaded everything.
So So obviously last week we had the announcement of the PlayStation 3, PlayStation Vita, PSP stores all getting closed down, meaning a lot of games are going to just disappear.
End of July.
At the end of July.
At the end of July, they're going to disappear. So, guys, get them on your hard drives.
If you want them, get them.
I mean, granted, good luck trying to find the fucking game.
Yeah, it's generally like Sony have deliberately tried to make it so that it's hard to work, even on the PS3.
I literally can't find Third Strike. I can find the timed.
Was Third Strike not a US store?
It might be, which is,
because the US store's got things that
those of us in Europe, we're fucked.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that we didn't get that are in the US. Right. So not only did we have that, and this is what this hurt me a little bit. This did hurt me a little bit.
Yeah.
This was just sort of like a gut punch. So apparently there was Days Gone, a very good game, a very underrated game, I think.
It was, yeah. It's not the greatest game of all time, but it was a decent little game.
I really like Days Gone. It's one of those games that I can play and chill to.
Yeah.
I just ride around on the bike and just
avoid giant hordes of zombies.
Hordes of zombies and have giant wolves attack me and just pop them as they're coming past. Which, by the way, is still fucking cool.
Just drive by shotgun and fucking rabid wolf.
It's great, and it is a really good game. The story is really good. I like the story. The characters are. All the characters are generally lovable. The ones who are supposed to be lovable. The ones who are dicks are dicks. Like, you hate them because all the characters
you're supposed to hate them.
All the characters who are nuts
it's not like The Last of Us Part 2 where there were certain characters where the game really wants you to like them, but you don't because of what the game did at the beginning.
Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, I did actually do quite well. And apparently there was rumours of there going to be a Days Gone 2, which, to be fair, the way
the first one ends,
it kind of makes sense because it kind of ends very open-ended.
Yeah.
Like it could go anywhere. But apparently Days Gone 2 is not seen as a viable option and has been scrapped. Now, I do know this might not be the only game that has been scrapped, because apparently the reason for this is that Sony have decided that they want to focus on big blockbuster games for their exclusivities.
So...
Great.
Nice to have... So basically, you've got an original idea? No, we don't want that.
Which is dead weird, because the next game that I think is a Sony exclusive to come out, it was originally going to be Deathloop, but Deathloop has now been put back.
Yeah, and that's a I wouldn't class that as a blockbuster.
Yeah, that's
it's got a lot of hype behind it because it's from the guys that gave us.
It's Arcane.
Yeah, it's Arcane who gave us Dishonored.
Yeah,
and everyone goes on about how everyone loves Dishonored because of how open ended the toolbox it is. It was basically here's your target. Here's the room and the rooms and the building and this is the area. Have fun. It's basically it's basically Hitman with powers.
Yeah,
pretty much.
But now I think it's Kenner.
And Kenner's a new IP.
And there's no way you can say that is a blockbuster.
No, it's not.
So this is a little bit sort of confusing to me because it's not just only that, but like if you think about it,
I know I'm being stereotypical and probably a bit prejudiced, but why do I feel that that's an American that's come out and said that? I mean, don't get me wrong, the Japanese can be just as arsey. You just have to look at Konami. That's the biggest example of arse fuckery.
Yes, maybe. The Oregon-based, because who makes Days Gone? Bend Studio.
I just don't understand. It's like, wait, hang on. You only want blockbusters. If that's the case, if you had that attitude in the PS2 era, you wouldn't have God of War.
Exactly.
You wouldn't have. If you had it in the PS3 era, you wouldn't have had Infamous. You wouldn't have had Killzone. You wouldn't have had. Let's think. You know what I mean?
Demon Souls.
Demon Souls wouldn't be a fucking thing. If you just went, oh, we don't. And I know it was Atlas that did it in the West, but Sony apparently
Sony published it in the East, in Japan.
So basically, all Atlas did, look, just let us publish it in the West. We promise you it'll go down well. And you know what? It did. It took a little time and people word of mouth, but it did. Yeah. Because we wouldn't have the fucking Dark Souls. We wouldn't have Dark. It's like this. Look, you cannot guarantee what will be a blockbuster in the game industry. You can't. It's impossible. Who would have thought when PUBG first came around that we would be at this point just talking about Fortnite?
Exactly.
And that fucking every fucking game worth their salt wants a battle royale mode. Who would have thought that Fall Guys would be as popular as it was? Who would have thought when Among Us launched a couple of years ago that it would be the most talked about game at the moment?
Yeah.
You know, where literally, who would have thought 5 years ago that some of the hottest streamers in the world, the most popular streamers in the world, would be VTubers? Who would have thought that? No fucking one! Because no one's a fucking mind reader and no one is fucking psychic.
So basically Days Gone 2 has been, to get us back on track, has been reportedly cancelled. It's not been confirmed that it's been cancelled, but there's rumours. And the other rumour is that the studio has actually been split into two. One half to work on the Last of Us, a Last of Us remaster, which we've already had.
Yeah, it had a PS4 remaster. I'm like, literally, look, the last company that did this was fucking Bethesda with Skyrim. You know, we're gonna put it on a toaster now. Skyrim on the toaster.
But
it's just like, why?
And the other half has been hired to. Apparently has been put on to work on a Naughty Dog multiplayer game that they want to work on.
Oh, that.
I've got a bad feeling it's just The Last of Us Battle Royale.
That puts me full of confidence because Naughty Dog's multiplayers fall now down into The Last of Us and Uncharted. And let's all be honest, people, they're not the best.
Yeah, you don't buy those games for the
like the selling they're not. To be honest, I would argue, especially with Uncharted, the multiplayer mode actually detracts from the game because it's just so fucking it's there's no real originality with them, like the multiplayer mode. Well, The Last of Us does have a little bit of originality in that you're supposed to be gathering supplies for your camp. So it ties into the game world that way. But like Uncharted doesn't. It's just a cookie cutter third person cover shooter multiplayer with the generic modes and the generic abilities and the generic.
It does have its co-op mode, which is okay.
Yeah, the co-op mode's just a horde mode though.
Yeah, it is.
It's just really a horde mode. There's nothing, and none of it ties into the game.
Yeah.
The actual game or the storyline or anything. It's just like I played it. I played the multiplayer a little bit and then just went, nah. if I want to do multiplayer, there's loads of games that do multiplayer better than Uncharted, and that's just the truth. That it is.
The other thing that Sony are doing is they're actually, I think this might be part of the thing is Sony seem to be looking more at movies at the moment.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of Sony movies that are being made at the moment. There's the Uncharted movie that's coming.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to that.
They want to do some TV show adaptations. Like The Last of Us is getting a TV show adaptation.
The Last of Us could work as a TV show adaptation. Depends on how it's done. Like, all of it's depending on how it's done.
Yeah.
It's like, look, Sony, I understand you're a giant fucking corporation with multiple hands and multiple pies in all times. I understand that. And I understand that if you think something on one part of the pie might work on the other part of the pie, fine, go ahead. Try it. But don't just go, no, this hand just doesn't do anything with that pie anymore. We'll just do...
See, this is where I would argue, like, if you're going to make a TV series, don't make a TV series of The Last of Us. Because, like, you're just not going to get the story. It's not going to be... You're either going to do a carbon copy of the game...
Which is pointless.
Which is no point. Or you're going to try and do something different with it. Yeah. Which, again, no real point. I would argue, make a Days Gone TV show.
Yeah, since you're not going to make another game of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, make a Days Gone.
Why not? Just go for it. It's a zombie thing. It's the exact same as The Last of Us, except it's not as depressing.
Yeah.
Everyone's not a dick for no reason in this world. Yeah, Sony have just gone weird. Like, the whole thing with Kojima now, possibly making a Microsoft game. Yeah. Like, Sony, what is wrong with you?
Sony, do you not want me to buy a PS5? Seriously, I'm like, literally like, so why am I going to buy a PS5 if you're just going to focus on blockbusters and fucking nothing else? Like, apparently Death Stranding didn't do as well as they wanted it to. Well, of course not. It's a fucking Hideo Kojima game that isn't Metal Gear, and it's going to have a full of Kojima's stuff. Weird things.
Yeah.
Of course it's not going to do as well. It's still a good fucking game. Here's the thing. If you allow people to do that, you will get more... Sony needs to fucking realise that what made the PS2 so dominant isn't the fact that it was the most powerful. Or that people were just, oh, we love Sony. No. It's because your library was phenomenal. You had Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter, Time Splitters,
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, the first Kingdom Hearts was released on the PS2. Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy 12. For those in the East and anyone that was able to afford the adapter, Final Fantasy 11. You're like there was games for everyone. Everyone, hell, you had Buzz, the quiz game.
The quiz game, that was
amazing. The quiz game. I love that.
The iToy was a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, iToy was pretty fun. Like you allowed anything and everything to go on it.
Yeah, you made weird games.
Some were weird, some were really fucking good. Hell, like I say, God of War. No one was paying attention to that really until it got launched, and everyone went, "Holy fucking shit, this is good." What the hell?
Yeah. It kind of just... Yeah, I remember the trailers for it. It just kind of looked like a really weird Mortal Kombat spin-off.
It looked like a generic third-person action game. And then it came out and everyone was like, yeah, actually, no, this is really fucking good. Why? Because the combat is amazing. The characters are amazing. The lore in it is amazing.
And the boss battles are epic.
The boss battles are literally fucking epic. Why? Well, you take on fucking gods.
You take on a giant hand. Literally a hand.
Your first boss is the Hydra. Wait, what? Yes, the first boss.
Yeah, this focusing on blockbusters is it's worrying. It is worrying.
Yeah, it's almost like has a bunch of Activision fuckers actually got into Sony's headquarters in California? Because I know they moved there. Have they shown up all of a sudden? Is this what's happening? Like fucking Activision, and we've only got Call of Duty, and everything that Blizzard makes.
Yes.
Seriously,
I'm worried that this is the way AAA gamings are going to go.
It probably is.
They're all going to go this way.
Apart
from Ubisoft, but Ubisoft's just going to
no. Just a bit different. Ubisoft are just being different games with the same internal structure.
Yeah.
While Activision, EA, they're just going to go narrower and narrower and narrower and narrower until they have like 2 or 3 games each.
Yeah, I'm kind of like even more because of this. Like I'm now even more wanting an Xbox.
Yeah, because at least Microsoft have gone the opposite way, where they've just bought a whole bunch of studios. Yeah. That whose tools and skills and like the genres they're known for is actually quite vast.
Well, hell, they bought Bethesda. There's no way they only bought Bethesda for Skyrim and Fallout.
No, well, definitely not Fallout now.
There's no way they bought... Like, I personally would have bought Bethesda, for Skyrim and... Not Skyrim, Elder Scrolls and Fallout, because they're big franchises.
Yeah.
But the actual talent under the umbrella of Bethesda
is
really good.
id. Let's all be honest, that's id.
id, Arcane, Tango... They've all... In the past couple of years, those 3 alone have made really good games.
Yeah.
And this just seems to be like, Sony? What are you doing?
Like, why would you... Like, they must already...
I mean, what's the point in making a new console if this is what you're going to do?
Yeah, but here's the thing. I know you think a lot of people have been buying your console. Yes, a lot of your consoles have been bought. I would like to put out the point, we still have problems with fucking scalpers who are hoarding all their fucking PlayStation 5s. Now, what would be fucking hilarious...
Oh, is that nobody buys a PlayStation 5?
If everyone starts going, I'm not going to buy a PS5 now.
Yeah.
It's got nothing on it. Like, seriously, Sony, what on the PlayStation 5, apart from Demon's Souls, which is a remake of a PlayStation 3 game, what is out now that I really, really want?
Well, for exclusive. An exclusive...
Probably the only one is Miles Morales. That's it.
I think you can get that on the PS4.
Yeah, we're not going to get it on the PS4. Yeah.
I'm not getting it on the PS4.
Well, like, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, what game is solely on the PS5 that I want the PS5 for?
Godfall?
No. Godfall is a launch title, and everything that comes with that.
Yeah. It's fun though. I kind of do want to play it with people, but no, I'm the only one in my circle that has a PS5. I'm so alone. It's one of those moments like, yay! I got a PS5.
No one else.
Where is everybody? I'm so alone.
Look, it's not for the one of trying for me.
I know. I am also on the search for you. It is not going well for me now.
It's just like fucking hell.
I'm either at work when they drop, or they drop so ridiculously early in the morning that like they're all gone before I wake up.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. They drop and it's like all the bots get it. Because let's be honest, the sellers, the like Amazon game, blah blah blah. I don't care what they say. They've not really done anything to stop scalpers.
Yeah,
they've not really done anything. Because all you need is a bot to change basically change its address every now and then.
That's very true.
Anyway,
it's just it really doesn't make any sense.
It's like, literally like, how do you want to alienate your fan base?
Yeah,
how do you want to piss off your fan base? And how do you want to kick everyone out? It's like, you're in such a... This is why I was worried. This is why I said Microsoft really need to be up in their game, because this is the... I mean, I didn't think it was going this far, but this is the bullshit Sony pull when they're the only one in the fucking yard. Because Nintendo are off doing their own thing. The only one that was going to offer any sort of fucking resistance was Microsoft, and they just fucking went, let's put everything onto Halo. Oh, shit. Is that Halo? Yes. Is that Halo on the next-gen console? Yes. Are you sure it's not on the 360? No, it's not on the 360. Why does it look like it's on the 360?
Because we're not finished yet. Bless him. Bless him.
Honest to God, I just like right. I think we need a games crash.
You think?
Yeah. I think no, because then the arseholes that are there solely to fucking make money will jump fucking ship.
Yeah,
they will jump ship faster than you can fucking say hi.
Yeah, true.
They'll jump ship faster than you can say share drop.
Share drop. Yes, I'll share. Oh, where'd he go?
My shares have. Oh no, Mr. Kotick, where are you going, Mr. Kotick?
Please come back.
Mr. Kotick, where are you going?
Why are you going down in the lift?
Why are you making your way to Fox News?
The other thing is just like where are your original games? You're taking because the PS4 has a really good library.
Yeah, it does.
It's got some really good exclusive games that are like.
Well, that's the thing. Original. That's what made the PS4 better. Like, let's be honest, right? The PlayStation 4 Pro is not as powerful as the Xbox
Series 1.
Yeah,
the Xbox One X.
Xbox One X. Yeah, that's God fucking hell, Microsoft. That would also help if you actually just either simplify your fucking naming convention or just don't do the bullshit with the. You have to have the one and the X in it somewhere, and just like.
Just do what WWE does and just have a random name for your Xbox. Just be like Xbox Conclusion.
Yeah, the problem.
Xbox.
The problem is that starts to come into like Sega's Mega Drive and Genesis and.
No, it's like really random names. So like the Xbox Judgment Day, or the Xbox Xbox Mania, and that sort of stuff. Just start naming your consoles like that. Just do it.
Just do it.
You wouldn't forget its name.
Yeah, but like the PlayStation 4 Pro is not as powerful as the Xbox version.
Yeah.
But because Sony has a much better library, that's why it did better. And they held the launch, the build up to this generation's launch. Everyone was hyped about PlayStation. Why? Because they had the better fucking games.
Yeah.
Can I just take the CEOs and board members of every major corporation in the game industry? Can I just put them on a boat and torpedo it? Please. Because I guarantee you, nothing will get worse. I don't know if it'll make things better, but it won't get worse.
Well, I mean, you could, but no offense, I'm not buying the boat.
Yeah.
They're not worth it.
It'd have to be an expensive boat for the con to actually work as well.
Yeah, it'd have to be an expensive. It's not worth it.
Damn it. Look, can I just have Bruce Wayne money and then I can just walk into Activision and go, by the way, Mr. Kotick, get out of my fucking chair.
That is my chair.
That's my chair now. As of 5 minutes ago, that is my chair. Get the fuck out.
Let's see if there's anything.
See, this is why everyone loves Bruce Wayne so much. It's not because he's Batman. Well, part of it is because he's Batman. But there's another part of it, like, Bruce Wayne can just turn into any place and go, by the way, I own this now.
Yeah. It's like that joke. Was it in... it was in the Justice League?
Yeah.
How did you get us the...
How did you get Clark's...
house back?
Clark's parents' house back?
How did you get the bank to release the house?
How did you get to release the farm?
Yeah, release the farm.
Oh, it's easy. I bought the bank.
I bought the bank.
Oh, just like Bruce. Look, no one is ever. I wonder if like people like Bobby Kotick and who's the head of Amazon? It's
Jeff
Bezos.
Yeah, that's the one.
I wonder if they grew up reading Batman
and just thinking,
but instead of reading the cool bits of Batman, just read the Bruce Wayne bits and went, I want to be like that.
I want to be like that.
Not realizing like the whole point of Bruce Wayne is like he doesn't class himself as Bruce Wayne. Like Bruce Wayne is the mask.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne is the cover. Who he really is Batman. He's the guy that goes out in the night and beats the crap out of people. That's his real identity.
Yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of Sony's blockbusters, I know we've just been saying like this is a bit weird, but there is apparently going to be a live action movie of Ghost of Tsushima as well, which I am kind of like, I don't really want that, but at the same time,
depends who's put in charge of it.
I do want that. Apparently it's going to be directed by the same director of John Wick 4.
Okay, who's making the script?
No
because
idea.
this is the thing. A game can overcome some script problems.
Yeah, by its gameplay.
By the fact that it's gameplay. A movie can't.
Yeah,
a movie lives and dies on its script. Just ask Star Wars. I know I'm opening that wound again, but
don't do it. Don't. Let's not talk about it. No. we our first chat was about the Star Wars movies. We're not going back into that. It's not happening again.
No.
Until the next Star Wars movie.
Which hopefully is not anything to do with the main freaking.
Actually, there was a question with Star Wars, like, what the fuck are they going to do next? They, like, proper fucked things up with Rise of Skywalker. You killed everybody. Everybody that anybody actually cares about, you killed them. And then the other characters kind of just randomly resolved their things.
Well, let's not be honest, right? Out of people we actually care about in Star Wars, there is literally just Chewie.
Yeah.
We love Lando. We all love Lando because it's Lando. But Lando's the type of character that can go away and we not really care about him because it's Lando. It's like, he's fine.
He's that character that shows up.
Yeah, he's the character that shows up every now and then and everyone goes, oh my god, he's so cool.
Yeah, that's his point. He's supposed to be the Fonz of Star Wars.
Yeah, he's so cool.
Look at him. He's so cool. He's got that cape. He's got the big collar. Look at him. And that mustache. God damn it, that mustache.
But people who actually, the characters that we actually fucking care about, there's only Chewie left. Because R2-D2 and C-3PO are the comic relief, and let's all be honest.
Well, you killed C-3PO, and then just decided that R2-D2 wasn't as good as BB-8, so he just never showed up.
Yeah, but then they brought C-3PO back because
I refuse to admit that ever happened. I'm sticking with the fact that he killed himself.
Because fuck actually having actual meaningful sacrifices. I don't know, Obi-Wan did in A New Hope. The actual meaningful sacrifice.
Yeah. Bless.
That's just...
Bless.
Seriously, Hollywood, you just need to fucking just...
Well, no, Hollywood.
Disney / Hollywood / everything wrong with the fucking Western movie
media.
business.
Actually, speaking of Western movies, I know we're going on tangents now, but apparently...
That's my bread and butter going on tangents.
Godzilla vs. Kong has actually done really well, and it's not a bad movie.
It's still a bad movie because they've shrunk Godzilla.
They have shrunk Godzilla, and they need to.
They've done our boy wrong.
They have done our boy wrong.
Like Godzilla.
But I don't know.
Look, the only thing that saves that movie is Godzilla wins. If Godzilla doesn't win, then it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Because let's all be honest. Let's be honest here, people. Despite Kong's prowess and the fact that they've actually fucking doubled his fucking size, somehow. They argue that he hasn't finished growing by the end of Kong Skull Island or whatever.
Okay.
Which is okay, fine. Okay.
Yeah, but how do you shrink Godzilla?
The problem is that you still shrunk Godzilla. You still made it. It's like the only way I accept that is if basically Kong beats that Godzilla, and it turns out that's not Godzilla, that's Godzuki. And then you have Kong thinking he's won, and then all of a sudden, whoomph.
No, I would have him he's on the island and then the water just comes up behind him.
Yeah.
It's just this head.
It's just keeps going. Head. Yeah, and then you just see the head, then the neck, and then even more of the neck because they've actually just gotten rid of Godzilla's neck for some reason. It's why I think it's Godzuki. This is why I think it's Godzuki because there's no neck. There's no neck on Godzilla. Have you seen Godzilla in the latest two movies?
Yes.
It's like the dude is fucking the size of the Empire State Buildings. Kong could climb the Empire State Building. This is the and that's even before we get into the whole Kong is just a giant gorilla.
Yeah.
Godzilla is
No. Kong is a giant gorilla with a weird lightning rod stick.
Right. It doesn't matter.
I've seen the trailers.
With a lightning rod stick, right? No, it doesn't matter. Right? That still doesn't go in, that's still not before we go into the fact that Godzilla on land is faster than Kong. Godzilla in the sea is faster than Kong. Godzilla is taller, stronger. Godzilla has atomic breath.
Yeah, which is why Kong has the lightning stick. God, do you not understand these things?
Yeah, but it's not a laser beam.
I know. It doesn't explain why it's able to deflect a giant laser beam to the face.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, Kong's breath is not a laser beam. It's a breath. If you see a dragon fire, it is basically like atomic version of dragon fire.
Yes.
Which means that it doesn't go in a straight line. It bellows out and goes around things.
Look, we all know what's going to happen in the movie. There's going to be some weird, random, proper bad guy that appears, most likely Mechagodzilla, because the humans are like, oh no, what happens if Godzilla turns against us? We'll use
that's
this.
the whole thing about
Yeah,
that's the whole thing about
I
Kong.
know.
And then they'll go, but what if Kong goes against us?
Well, we'll build Mechagodzilla. So they've built Mechagodzilla. Mechagodzilla's going to go awry. Or they've set this. Somebody's magically set this up so Godzilla goes crazy, because that's apparently that's the thing that starts it all off. Godzilla goes crazy, and
I mean, to be perfectly honest, Godzilla doesn't need to go crazy. He just needs to look at humanity as a whole and go, do you know what? I'm just going to nuke half of you because you're clearly killing the planet. I'm here to protect the planet.
So they get Kong to fight Godzilla, and we all know what's going to happen. They're going to fight for a bit. We're going to get some pretty cool fight scenes, probably. And then we're going to get oh god, there's an even bigger threat. We're going to have to be friends now. But with the power of friendship, we shall now fight this thing, because that's how these things go.
Despite the fact that Godzilla...
Despite the fact that Godzilla would kill Kong in about 30 seconds...
I mean, to be honest, it would take more than 30 seconds, only because Godzilla would look at Kong and go, what the fuck are you doing, mate?
Wow, you're small.
I mean, impressive, but Did you not see Kong vs. Godzilla King of the Monsters? Did you not see what I fought? All the things that I fought.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, we are going on a tangent. And
Massive tangent. But to be honest, it's about Godzilla versus...
It's about Godzilla. I like Godzilla. I've even got... That's a cuddly Godzilla over there, by the way, people. You can't see it because there's no camera here. But there was a cuddly Godzilla over there. It's a cuddly original Godzilla. It's not the new one.
Yes, it's the original rubber suit.
Man in a rubber suit.
Man in a rubber suit. But yeah, we all both of us are massive Godzilla fans, and we don't want to see our boy get done wrong.
I do want to see the movie though.
Yeah, because we need to know how badly they do him.
Like I said, I don't think Godzilla's going to lose. I don't think Kong's going to lose.
It's like Alien Covenant. I know it's an absolute pile of mess, but I need to see it to see how bad a pile of mess.
Yeah, I need to see that movie because I've seen the other ones.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of have to. Like I'm obliged to see that movie.
Just to see how much of a shit show that actually is. Yeah. I know everyone is dumb. Really dumb.
But how dumb?
How dumb is the problem? It's like... I mean, I can accept stupidity in horror movies. For example, Alien. But as long as it's believable stupidity. For example, Aliens... The Marines are all cocksure, and it's like, yeah, we're perfectly fine. We're the
Marines. We're the best of the best.
We're the colonial Marines. We come in, kick ass, and go home. That's what we do. We haven't come across anything that we can't kick its ass. And then Ripley's literally saying, "Look, guys, you have never faced anything like this. Yeah." And it's like, yeah, don't worry. We'll be extra careful and be extra ass kickery. Don't worry about it. And then the aliens turn up and kick their asses.
Yeah. It's always good to watch them. But I think we'll end it there. We'll end it there talking about movies.
Yes. I think it's because we're talking about Sony and the fact that they seem to
focus on movies at the moment.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
It's like, fine. But then just go to your game development partner and go, you know what, guys? Just
do what you want.
You want
to make Days Gone 2? You make Days Gone 2.
Just make it a good game.
Naughty Dog, you stop crunching your staff, please. That would be very nice.
It'd be great. It would be wonderful if you did that.
But anyway, yeah, I do hope you've enjoyed this chat.
Is that it? Was there nothing else?
Not really. There was a little article on the whole Kojima with
Microsoft.
Yeah, well,
we've covered that. We've covered that.
I mean, other than saying like Sony are being really, really weird lately, and what the hell are they doing?
Who are you, and what have you done with the Sony Corporation that allowed almost anything and everything on the PS2?
Considering the effort that they put in for Kojima.
Yeah, it's like, god damn it, why just...
I just kind of figured, like, there's not really much we can say about it other than that it's Sony have been odd and weird, and it's getting worse. So anyway, yeah, everybody buy an Xbox Series X.
Thank God for the fucking indie scene.
Yes. At the moment, yeah.
Thank God for the indie scene and Devolver Digital. Please, Devolver, don't let this praise from the general public get to your head and do a Bethesda / Sony / Microsoft /
EA.
Activision / EA / Ubisoft. Because, my God, I don't know what I would do if I was just stuck with the AAA industry. I don't know what I would do. Because it's depressing as fuck.
I know, right? Anyway, I think we'll leave it there on that note.
Go buy indie games. They're really cool, not as expensive, and you'll never know. You may find something that you fall madly in love with.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Again, we'll leave it there. I do hope you've enjoyed this chat. Again, any comments, just leave them down below. All are welcome. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye now.
Toodles.